Ever wonder how to build a business that makes over $1 million by 26? I did it in freight brokering starting from scratch. No connections, no wealthy family, and no secret shortcut. Just strategy, hustle, and a plan. And today I'm going to show you exactly how I did it. Look, I've seen way too many vague videos on how to start a freight brokerage that leave you more confused than when you started. And that's why I'm breaking it down step by step. What worked for me, the challenges I faced, and the moves that helped me scale to seven figures by 26. So you're going to want to stick around for this because I'm not holding anything back. Let me start by saying that I did not have a head start. My family was not in logistics and we weren't rich by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, growing up, my parents were just trying to make ends meet. But I had one thing going for me. I knew the value of hard work. My first business wasn't even related to freight. It was operating a social media management company, helping small businesses post and manage their social media content because they didn't have time to manage it on their own. And that's when I realized if you're willing to solve problems for people, they'll pay you for it. And that simple truth is ultimately what led me into freight brokering. Here's exactly how I went from knowing nothing about owning a logistics company to operating a successful freight brokerage. Number one, I learned the basics. I got my start by soaking up every bit of information I could about freight and logistics. I watched videos, took online courses, even networked with industry veterans whenever I could. Freight brokering is all about connecting shippers with carriers, but it's so much more than that. I learned the terms, the paperwork, and how the whole system operates. Number two, I built relationships. And this is by far the most important part. Early on, I cold called manufacturers nonstop. And did I hear no more times than I could count? Absolutely. But every yes was a step closer to building my network. And let me tell you, your network is everything. Number three, I started small. My first deal was not glamorous by any means. I brokered one single load for a tiny profit, but that one deal led to another, then another, and another, so on and so forth. And every small win started to add up as I reinvested every dollar I could back into my business. And finally, number four, I scaled strategically. By year three, I was ready to scale. I invested in freight management software to streamline operations, hired a virtual assistant to help with dispatching, and expanded my services to include specialized freight. And that's when the big contracts started to roll in. And by the time I was 26, I was brokering millions of dollars of freight annually. And here's the kicker. Most of this success came because I refused to let rejection stop me. People told me I was too young, inexperienced, and naive to succeed in this industry, but they were wrong. So that's my story. From starting with nothing to building a seven-figure freight brokerage by 26. So if I can do it, so can you. But here's the thing. It's not easy. It takes grit, consistency, and the willingness to learn from your mistakes. So if you found this video helpful, do me a favor and hit that like button. It really helps the channel. And if you have any questions or want more tips about freight brokering, then drop them in the comments below because I read every single one. So thank you for watching. Until next time, keep hustling.